Please check your audio and video settings, everyone. I'm giving 1 minute time. Yes, our workshop is MAVEN here. I'm going to take for 4 sessions. So today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you need it, Saturday. Total 4 to 5 sessions will be there. Okay, last time for Git, they have sent messages for 1 week time. Okay, I think for some people still coming also. Just ignore those messages. Either 4 sessions or 5 sessions will be there. Okay, and to attend MAVEN, the prerequisites are don't call it as MAVEN, always call it as a MAVEN. Correct pronunciation is MAVEN. Okay, na? Right. So prerequisites are acceptance. 1 minute. Core Java, basic core Java knowledge is required. Bit of servlet knowledge is required. That means Eclipse knowledge is required, and acceptance to XML file, acceptance to XML. So though you don't know XML, you are ready to take XML entries. You should be in position to understand XML entries. While learning Servlet JSP, we are not so perfect in XML, but we are accepting web.xml. We are not so perfect in XML, but we are writing what Spring Bean configuration file in Spring programming. Similarly, so there should be acceptance to XML. You should mentally prepare yourself to work with XML. Okay, and lot of common sense. Lot of common sense. So remaining things 1-2% less, no problem, but common sense should be high. You should have a lot of common sense. Then only things will work. Are you there? Are you there? I'm not getting any chat replies, boss. Is your audio video settings are perfect? Please respond. Please respond. Okay, things are good, huh? Right. Fine. So if you are any of your friends not able to attend through Zoom, okay, so ask them to go to Naresh IT YouTube channel. Ask them to go to what Naresh IT YouTube channel. So there we are giving live streaming. Okay. While conducting offline session, already we have completed 1 session of MAVEN. Okay, forget about that. From scratch level, I am going to discuss. It's been long gap, and by keeping others in mind, newcomers in mind, outsiders in mind. So uh, I'm going to teach from scratch level. Okay, now yes, I'm going to teach from scratch level. So I hope everyone got the clarity. Prerequisites are okay, core Java, Servlet, Eclipse, acceptance to XML, and lot of what common sense. Shall we start the discussions now? Yes. Let us try to understand what is build process. Focus, boss. No hurriness, no tension. So I'm not conducting question and answer session. Here to present subject in the order I want. So there is a order of learning, there is a flow of learning. Okay, I will teach in the flow. Again, I'm clearing to every outsider. I'm clearing to every outsider. I welcome queries, but relevant queries. Whenever you get a doubt, whenever you get a doubt, give time to yourself for 5 to 10 minutes. After that also, if I am not presenting in the subject in the angle you want, if I am not presenting the subject in the angle you want, you can happily raise the question through chat box. Okay, and after seeing your question, sometimes I wantedly ignore the question to answer in the next flow. Don't put the same question again and again. Okay, there is no need. If I read the question, definitely I will put. Anyhow, once you get the doubt, keep that one in your mind for 10 to 15 minutes. Definitely your doubt will be clarified in next 10 15 minutes. Okay, if not, then definitely raise that question, I will answer. Okay, okay, raise that question one time or maximum two times if I am not answering. Okay, so there is no need of putting same question again and again for multiple times. Fine. Next, next. So if your intentions are wrong, okay, disturbing the flow, not attending classes, I don't hesitate you to remove from the meeting. I don't have any problem to remove you from the meeting. So that's why behave properly. The people who are attending me even second time, third time, learn here and there. So don't try to show your talent. Okay. So you don't know something, that's why you are attending one more time. It's very clear. So don't try to show your talent in front of newcomers, in front of me. If you have that much talent, go and show your talent in the interview room. You will get the job. There's no meaning of showing talent in front of those people who are learning for the first time. Okay, now, right. So I can easily recognize who is attending class for learning, who is attending class for disturbing the flow. I can easily catch. I don't have any problem to remove those people from the meetings. I hope everyone is having these points in mind. It's going to be a wonderful session. Okay. Okay. Gradle, Maven, both are two different tools which are alternate to each other. Gradle, Maven. Right now in the industry, 60% of industry is using Maven, and okay, next one, 40% of industry is using Gradle. Okay, na? You have to learn both. So right now Maven is happening. In future, Gradle will be discussed. In future, Gradle also will be discussed. We are going to learn Maven in two angles. One from CLI. Array, I already announced this session is already there in live streaming in YouTube. One is from command prompt, one is from Eclipse IDE. So both angles of Maven we are going to discuss. Okay, first we will take the complex part, command prompt based Maven, to understand fundamentals of Maven nicely. After that, we are going to discuss about Eclipse based Maven. Okay, so first 1 2 sessions, lot of concept delivery will be there. Need of Maven is my first priority. After that, the practicals part will start. Okay, frame, same model here. Whatever we done in the Git model, same model. So here we don't get any mission related performance issue because we don't need multiple Eclipse IDEs and nothing. Okay, now, right. Next, one more thing. Don't worry about material. Every day's my content which I am delivering in Fanebrush will be shared with you people. Okay, right, will be shared with you people. Next. Okay, I have prepared one PDF document. I will share that document with you people. So don't worry about the material. Already I have shared. I already have shared a Git document similarly. So okay, Git document similarly through my group. Nataraj Java Aren is the group. In that group, I will share this Maven document also. Sir, I don't know serverlet. Can I attend this session? Still, you can attend. Maybe you'll get small problems while attending what? Web applications, Maven based web application development. But you can understand Maven. You can develop Maven based standalone application. Only 10 15% of your learning process will be affected. Remaining things will not be affected. Okay, na? Right. Okay, remaining process will not be affected. So focus and listen. Okay, focus and listen. So, see, boss, I'm a such a faculty. I introduce tools in the middle of the frameworks, middle of the technology learning, and we will start using those tools. Okay, we will start using those tools while developing framework, while learning framework itself. Today, I'm introducing Maven. So, tomorrow onwards, in all our regular batches, I will start using Maven. So other day I introduced Git. Okay, in our regular learning process only we started involving what Git. Okay, so that's why learns are not tools are not separate learning for us. Tools are part of our regular learning process. Okay, now right. So, and as a tester, I don't think you need you need the knowledge of Maven here. For as a tester, you need not to bother. But if you learn, it will be added advantage. As a okay, and listen what any non-Java students are there. Please quit. It is not going to help you. Git you can enjoy, but Gradle, Maven, these are purely Java related tools. Okay, I don't think okay you will be benefited if you are a non-Java background students. So it's purely Java background students and it's especially required for Java background students. Maven is exclusive designed for Java and it is useful for only Java people. So shall we start the work now? Right. So be active in the chat box. Whenever I ask the question, please try to respond in the chat box. Okay, na? Right. Now listen carefully. Project project development is one man show or teamwork. Teamwork. Project development is okay, is going to have one file or lots of files. One file or lots of files. Lots of files. To develop these lots of files, lots of team members will be there or not there. Lots of team members will be there. Next. Okay, whatever code you write, it will give success result in first attempt itself, or you have to attempt multiple times with doing modifications every time. Definitely, until satisfactory results comes, we have to write the code, we have to test the code again, we have to write the code, we have to test the code. So it's a continuous process or not there. So that means writing code, testing code, running code, okay, doing those things that are required to run the code will be done only for one time or will be done for multiple times. Will be done only for one time, will be done for multiple times. Definitely. Okay. Yes or no? Na? Ah. Better to do all these operation manually or if any automation is required. Better to do all these operation manually or better to go for automation. Yes, automation is required so that you need not to do all these things manually from scratch level every time. One time you remember process and order, automate it, and so that you can be repeated for multiple time without having much tension. Yes or no? Na? Right. Okay. First of all, let us try to understand what is build process. Okay, build process. Keeping resources ready, keeping resources ready, arranging them, arranging them, arranging them in various folders, adding libraries, nothing but jars to class path, compilation, compilation, uh, execution, execution, testing, packing them for release, release or deployment. Packing them is release or deployment is 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 continuously continuously required, continuously required in project development, continuously required in project development. Why? Because we won't get satisfactory results in first attempt here. Okay, we need to do it again and again. You need to do it what? Again and again. Are you understanding my point? Basic core Java also enough, but focus. You have to focus a lot. For you, it is very advanced tool. You have to focus. Then only you will be benefited. Packaging for release or deployment is continuously required in what? Project development and delivery process. What process here? Delivery process. Okay, boss. Take one core Java project, boss. What is that core Java project? Core Java project. What will be there? Number one, develop Java resources. Number two, keep them in different folders. Keep them in different Java resources and other files. Other files. Keep them in different folders. Keep them in different folders. Next, add jar files. Next, add jar files to class path. Add jar file to class path. Compilation. Next, execution. Execution oblique testing. Okay. Next, packaging them for release. Packing them for release. Packing the application for release. Packing the application for what? Release. These are the 5, 6 steps that are there or not. Need of Maven is very, very important. Please concentrate. You will do these works for one time or multiple times. You will do this work continuously until satisfactory results comes. Yes or no? Na? Until satisfactory results will come. Maybe packing we will do at the end finally, but remaining things we will do until satisfactory results will come or not there. Because if not satisfied, we'll add extra files, we'll remove extra files. Okay, we'll change folders here and there. We add new jar file, we'll remove existing jar file. Every time we go for compilation, every time we do execution and testing. Come on. So our testing will be done by testers. Now I'm not talking about that testing, boss. I'm talking about unit testing. Programmer's testing on his own piece of code is called unit testing, and that test will be done by programmer. Okay, for that one only JUnit tool is there. Are you understanding my point there? Okay, so I'm not talking about testers testing. I'm talking about programmer's testing on his own piece of code. Programmer's testing on his own piece of code. Own piece of code is called what testing? Unit testing. Is called unit testing. Okay, fine. Now listen, is listen, doing all these things and keeping our project ready for execution or release is called build process. Is called build process. Okay, na? Right. Keeping our project ready for execution oblique release. Ready for execution oblique release is called build process. Build process. And this involves multiple complicated and repetitive operations. Yes or no? Na? Multiple complicated and repetitive operations. So let us assume I decided to do those things manually, boss. I decided to do those things manually. Let us assume there is a small project here. So I want to test it and I want to release. But it is not giving satisfactory results for 100 attempts, boss. 100 attempts. 100 times doing these 5 or 6 operation, maybe 100 operation, maybe 20 operation manually is a complex process or not there. Come on, yaar. Is definitely what complex process are not there. What do you say? Okay, this is called core Java project build process. What process here? Build process. While keeping core Java project ready for release, these many activities are there. Okay, let us assume right now it is a small project, 6 operations are there. Let us assume 20 operations are there in my build process, but it is not giving expected results in 100 attempts. 100 times remembering these 20 operation and remembering their order and doing manually is very complex or not there. Very complex or not there. Okay, sometime so this build process is not happening back to back. Okay, Friday happened, Monday you came, and by Monday you forgotten. Okay, what are those 20 steps? Again, you have to write on the paper. You should remember on the paper. And if you don't write on the paper, again you will forget. Yes or no? Na? Because Saturday, Sunday we enjoyed at home. Monday we came back and we are doing build process manually. So there is a chance of forgetting some of those activities or not. Or we have to write on the paper every time. You have to read the paper and do it. Come on. So possibility of forgetting is there. Remembering order is complex and pressure will be there on the programmer, right now? Okay. Next, number 2 problem. Suppose, suppose after doing 10 operations, you got urgent phone call here. Quite personal phone call, urgent phone call. Somehow that phone call went for half an hour and you came back. You came back. Okay. Either you may do from starting or you may think that 12:13 also completed, you may continue for 14. Come on. And since expected result has not come, you thought that your code is not working and you modified the code. Actually earlier code is actually supposed to give correct results, but since you have not done 11, 12, 13, 14 operations of build process, your modifications are not affected. So since not affected, you thought that your code and logic is not working and you modified. Since you modified, okay, you are writing new logic, so your correct code never comes back. Come on, possibility is there or not there? This is the one problem. Next, another problem. Okay, project is released, it is doing well. After few days bugs have come. Bugs are reported to what? Maintenance team. Maintenance team has to fix the bugs. Okay, fix the bug. But all this happened after 6 months, 8 months. After 6 and 8 months, how development team remembers build process here? Come on. How development team what? Okay. How to how it will how it will help. Okay, build process, how we can remember build process after 8 months. Development team members may be there, may not be there. They might have moved to other projects, right? They might have moved to other projects, or they might have resigned from the company. If that process is not documented, automated, come on. So if someone asks you to do manually, it's impossible to remember or not there. It's very complex to remember or not there. So definitely we need to think about what? Documentation are not there. Yes. So performing build process activities manually is having slowly one by one. First understand the need. Once you understand the need, nothing is there in Maven. need and why before Maven, what were there, why they are failed, why Maven is doing well, why Maven is doing well. If you understand this, learning of Maven becomes easy. Don't feel theory. This is the exact way to learn the tool. What's the problem with Amirpet? Tool means they directly start the practicals. Without knowing the need of tool, they will learn tool. And at the end in the interview room, why did you use, where did you use, how did you use? They will not have any clarity. And when they ask when the tool is there, why this tool has come, these people will fail to answer because of that. Interviewer think that this guy is not from industry, he is a fake guy. Why it is happening, most of our we people, tool means we'll directly go for practicals without knowing it history, without knowing without tool how that work should be done, what is the problem with manual process, after that which tools have come okay, to do the same work without using manual process, what is the problem with those tools and why our latest tool is doing well, or are there any drawbacks in this latest tool or not. If you learn like this, you can face interviewer regarding tools. If you don't learn like this, definitely you will be in the feeling you know tool, but you cannot answer interviewer questions, because interviewers never bother much about syntaxes and processes. They bother about whether you know need of the tool or not, what importance of that tool, are there any alternate, why they are not using alternate, why are you using this tool. Okay, super. They'll ask lot of questions, boss. Technical less, need is more, need more, they will ask more of need. Okay na, right? Mr. Ravikant Tripathi, again you started showing your talent. Did I introduce the word called Maven life cycle? No. Then why are you trying to take tension, raw waste fellow? Again I am telling to you, don't show your talent, go and show your talent in front of interviewer. Okay, last warning to Mr. Ravikant, next I will be removing you. Okay, fine. Performing build process activities manually is having lots of limitations, lots of limitations, lots of limitations. Yes, number one, remembering complicated, complicated, compl- complicated and repetitive operations, complicated and repetitive operations is very tough, very tough. We may mismatch the order, mismatch the order. Suppose first jar file should be added, then compile. First compile, then jar is added. Order is mismatched or not there. We may mismatch the order. Uh, we need to, we may forget, we may forget, we may forget certain activities, certain activities, doing multiple multiple activities of build process manually, manually will waste the time, will waste the time, will waste the time. Okay, will waste the time and etc. So we have to think about automating. So to automate these build process activities, we can use batch file, dot batch file to active. We can use batch file. Forget about Maven and other things. Just think about working with batch file. Everyone knows what is batch file. It's a file having extension. It's a file having extension .bat. It allows to group multiple commands into single command. Remembered all this stuff are not there. Remembered all this stuff are not there. Come on. Right. Super boss. Sir, without introducing me, why are you asking me about whether Maven will do or not? Worst fellow, please listen, Ranaina. Don't show your talent. Did I introduce Maven? Then why are you thinking about Maven first? Okay. If you cannot control, please get out. There is a order of learning. It's a 4 to 5 days session. Slowly, one by one, we will learn. Okay. Please, I don't want to see you people thinking about Maven now. I'm trying to talking about batch file. You think about batch file. That's it. Suppose here we have a batch file, run.bat. First, cd, go to the drive. Go to the drive. Then cd, some folder. Cd folder. What is that? XYZ folder. Then copy source file to destination file. Next, set path is equal to like this. Set class path is equal to like this. Then java c hyphen d dot star dot java star dot java. Then java sp java package dot what dot package dot main class. I'm not writing exact code. I'm trying to give the feeling. It looks like this. Understanding my point there? Okay, maybe before cd I have to say mdxyz. mdxyz, cdxyz, copy files from one place to another place. Maybe you need to do multiple copies. Set path to some environment variable. Set class paths to some jar file. Compilation you do. Come on. Okay. So next one, Java. These are the commands only in batch file, Rao Arrest fellow. Okay, it's a command file. It's a command prompt code only. We will place in batch file. Now we will run the batch file. So instead of running all the commands, I go to command prompt. I say run.batch. Or I go to command prompt. I say simply run. Then what happens here? Then what happens here? So when you run the batch file, all these commands will execute in a sequence or not there. So indirectly, it is automation or not there. So batch file is a batch file that combines related commands into single command. It combines what? Related commands into single command. Everyone convinced or not there? Batch file is, so people are saying, sir, all these are command prompt commands. I'm not going to type in the command prompt. I'm going to type in a file and I run the file. When I run the file, all the commands will execute in a sequence. All the commands will execute in a sequence. Indirectly, I'm automating the process or not. Tell me, I should remember one command name. I should remember all the commands while running. Suppose I want to do for 20 times because after 20th time only I got satisfactory result. 20 times I should just remember run. I should remember all these commands. Only one command we should remember. Getting my point there or not there? Yes, batch file is given to combine related commands into single command. Related commands into single command. To combine related commands into single command. Fine. I indirectly by using that single command we can automate the process. By using single command we can automate the process. Come on, my dears. Indirectly, you are getting the feeling of automation or not? Come on. This is arranging directories. These are copying the file. These are setting the path, class path, compilation, execution. Everything is now automated. Now I should remember these many commands are one command. One command. So our batch file is great now. Batch file is part of Windows. Batch file is part of the DOS. Aisa no na. Batch file is part of DOS. No need of learning MAVEN. No need of learning any other tool. Work is done, sir. So it's very easy. Why I should learn MAVEN? Let's cancel MAVEN workshops, sir. Come on. See, boss, I'm a Windows user. All my discussions with respect to Windows. If you are from other users, you go and map. You go and map. Okay, na? You go and map. It's a purely for Windows users because I strongly believe testers and developers will use Windows. Now people started asking, sir, how to do this one in Ubuntu, how to do this one in Mac operating system. Go and search your operating system manual, they will tell. I'm a Windows user, I will talk with respect to Windows. That's it. Is that clear? Again, I'm telling, if you are not a Java developer, it's a waste for you. You are not going to enjoy this session. Okay? At least from tomorrow onward, give space to others. They will at least benefit. Okay, boss. Now let's see limitations of batch file. Limitations of batch file. Number one. Number one. mm, Conditional flow is not possible. Conditional execution is not possible. Is not possible. If this command is succeeded, then only execute this command. Okay. If this command is executed, then only execute this command. Otherwise, don't execute this command. Come on. Do you think that kind of conditional execution is possible here? No. Blindly one after another. Blindly and after another. For example, if compilation successful, then only go for execution. If adding jar files to class path is successful, then only go for compilation. Can I go for like that conditional execution here? No. Next, number two. Okay. We cannot create dependency among the operations. Dependency among the operations. When I ask to go for execution, a execution you do only when compilation is done. Okay, a compilation you do only when jar file is added. Come on, we cannot create dependency among the operations. Dependency among the operations. Next, jar files. Jar files must be added manually. Must be added manually. No dynamic downloading. No dynamic downloading from internet. Dynamic downloading from internet. Suppose my application is using some jars, I should download manually, I should add manually to the class path. No, I want to see they should be downloaded from internet dynamically even though they are not there in my computer. Not possible. So are possible somewhere in Maven Gradle possible. Not possible in what? Okay, batch file. Not possible in what? Batch file. Are you getting my point? No dynamic downloading of jar files. Okay, next D. If one command fails, one command fails in batch file, other commands will not execute. Other commands will not. Other means next commands. Next commands will not execute. Will not execute. And etc. So batch file is okay, fine, gives the feeling of automation, but do you think it's the best? Do you think it's the best? It is not best. Esa no na? Right. Next, E. It is, it is, it is, it is not declarative. It is not declarative. That means not self-intelligent. Not self-intelligent. Everything we have to tell here. It is not that means we need to tell everything. We need to tell everything to do. Everything, everything what to do. See, everyone please concentrate on this. Okay. It's like a dumb fellow, boss. You go means it will go. It will come means it will come. So no self-intelligence. No self-intelligence. See, I want to get into e-drive. I have to expressly tell e-drive. I want to get into I want to create, then MD, then get into this. Everything you have to tell. If you don't tell, it won't do anything. It's not having common sense. It is not having self intelligence. Everything you declare, then it only perform. Okay na? Everything you instruct, then only it will perform. Got it or not there? See boss, generally when we create folder, we want to get into folder, or when we compile, we execute. This should happen automatically. Yes or no na? But it's not like that. If you tell it, if you don't tell, it won't do anything. So minute details also you have to mention in the batch file. Minute details also you have to mention in the batch file. Are you getting my point there? Okay, boss. So, and etc. Yes. To overcome some of these problems, come on here. To overcome some of these problems, we got ant tool. What tool here? Ant tool. Ant. Another neat tool. Yes, that's the abbreviation. No, another neat tool. Okay, another neat tool. Same as batch file, but we can keep operations as conditional operations. What here? Conditional operations. And we can create dependency among the operations among the operation. Remaining all problems are there as usually in the batch file. Here also no question of getting jar file dynamically from internet. You have to download and add. It is also not self-intelligence. It is also dumb fellow. Everything we have to tell. Everything we have to tell. So that means batch is two arrest. Okay, ant is solving one, two problems of batch file. Remaining problems are there as well. So that means people are even not happy with anti-S. Okay, it's something like this. If you feel batch file is like LKG student, okay, ant tool is like first class student. Ant tool is what? First class. Better than LKG, but not great. Are you understanding my point there? Fine. Okay. If you feel batch file is innocent person, are you understanding my point there? Okay. If you feel batch file is innocent person, okay, ant is also same innocent person with better with the treatment has got little intelligence, 1-2% intelligence, not more than that. With the treatment he got what, 1-2% intelligent. Overall both are bad. Overall both are bad. So that's the reason, as alternate to ant tool, as alternate to batch file, we got one more tool called MAVEN. We got one more tool called MAVEN. Totally as an advanced tool here, having lot of benefits. Totally it is different from ant. Totally it is different from what? MAVEN. Sorry, MAVEN, not MAVEN, ant tool. Okay, na? Super. So to overcome both these problems, both these tools problems. We got Maven tool with lots of advanced features, boss. We got Maven tool with lots of advanced features. I think everyone got the idea about Maven. Yeah, I will tell one small story, boss. I'll tell small story. In Maven, in Maven, you want one jar file to the class path. You don't do anything. You just tell what is the jar file. If it is not there in your computer, it will go to internet and download and add. In Maven, one jar is required. That jar is having 10 dependent jar file. You need not to tell all the 10 jar files. Okay, tell the main jar file. It will go to internet, get the main jar file, automatically downloads the dependent jar file. So you need not to worry about what is main, what is dependent. You mention jar, it will give both main and dependent jar. That too from internet if they are not there in the current computer. I'll tell some more examples, some more benefits. Maven is self-intelligent, boss. Self-intelligent. You need not to tell what is what. You just give hint, it will do everything. Suppose I asked Maven, hey, Maven, execute the code. Okay, then it will think that, Array, this fellow asking me to execute means, first of all, I have to create directories, then I have to add jar files, then I have to compile, then execute. You need not to tell him even you arrange directories, him even you compile, him even you add jar files, you need not to tell. It will take your last instruction, relevant operations will be taken care by what Maven itself. Whatever works are that required to come to that end operation, to come to that final operation, will be taken care by what? Maven itself. Will be taken care by whom? Maven itself. Are you getting my point there or not? So Maven is a intelligent fellow. Maven is a smart boy. Come on. Maven is there with self-intelligence. Okay. Array, and people are not listening. I should scold you. Anti is having all the problems of batch. Okay, except one two problems are solved, same as batch file, but we can epic operations as conditional operation, and we can create a dependency among the operation. Remaining all problems of batch is there. If you don't listen, I should scold you, except that I cannot do anything. After writing here also, if you ask me what is limitation of ant tool, what should I say? Here I have given these many limitation, and in that I can speak slowly, Bapre. See, boss, if you don't understand English, better not to continue. I am speaking very slowly, dead slow. If you're having English understanding problem, sorry, I am not a right faculty for you. Okay, please go and attend that faculty who teaches you in Telugu or Hindi. Okay, who teaches you in Telugu or Hindi. I'm going very slow. I cannot go more than this. Fine. Shame on you. Completed engineering post graduation, not able to understand basic English. First, check your graduation knowledge first. I know they are outsiders. I know they are outsiders. Their knowledge, their level of learning. You understand. At least our people should realize what is their level of understanding. Okay, fine, yeah. I think you got the clarity. You got the clarity. Now I hope I am succeeded. I hope I am succeeded to tell the importance of Maven. So now let me show one document, okay, talking about various benefits that are there with Maven and comparing Ant and Maven. Comparing Ant and Maven. So this is the document I am going to share later. This document I will share later. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, properly documented. Yes, listen. In the development, execution, deployment, there will be multiple complicated and repetitive operations. These operations are called build operations. Yes or no? Na? Right. To overcome these problems, take the support of batch file, automate the process. The limitations of batch file is we cannot write conditional statement to perform build activities. To overcome this problem, we can go for ant build tool, where we can automate build activities in conditional environment by using build.xml file declaratively. Ant is just a build tool, but we cannot use for project management activities like what? Downloading jar file, maintaining repositories, providing directory structures, and etc. To solve above problems of Ant, we can use what? Maven tool, which is not only build tool, it is also called project management tool. Anyhow, discussion has come. Concentrate now. Better not to call Maven as a build tool. Build tool means just automating repetitive and complicated operation to keep the project ready for execution. But using Maven, not only we are automating complicated and repetitive operations of keeping project ready for execution, we are also getting directory structure to create different projects. To create standalone projects, whatever directory structure that is required, it will come. To create web application, whatever directory structure that is required, it will give. It will connect to internet, download the jar files. It can copy one project jar files to another project jars. It can execute unit testing code internally, can give the test results. It can generate report about the project. It can give report about the entire project. So that means not only it is automating what is that, complicated and repetitive operation, it is also okay, it is also doing so many activities that are required to create the project, to download the jar files to the project, to execute the project, to perform unit testing, to generate the reports of the project. That's why better to call Maven as a project management tool. Basically build tool, but on the top of build tool, it is doing multiple activities. That's the reason it is better to call as what? Project management tool. So what is this? Ant is just a build tool. Maven is Maven is build tool come project management tool. What here? Project management tool. Project management tool. Again, I'm repeating this. Keeping project ready for execution or keeping project ready for delivery is called build operation. Is called build operation. Everyone should focus now. Okay. Everyone should focus now. Is called build operation. Ant will just concentrate on automating that process. But Maven, anyhow, it will automate that. Apart from that, it will give directory structure to develop different types of project. Standalone project, one directory structure. So you just go and keep the direct files. Web application, some directory structure. Enterprise application, some direct. It can download jar from internet. It can run the unit testing code, can generate the test report. It can generate total report of the project. It can give analyzation about how many packages are there, which classes are there, which files are there. So that's why it is not just a build tool. It's not just there keeping our project ready for execution. It will do lot of project related activities. That's the reason it is called project management tool. Everyone convinced with me or not there? Sir, in the resume, how should I write Maven? Okay, generally so lots of people in Ameripet who don't have maturity, they will write it as a build tool. They will write it as a build tool. But my simple request to you people is don't write it as a build tool. Always better to write it as what? Project management tool. What tool here? Project management tool. Everyone convinced with me or not there? So now go to this document. Go to this document. Apache Ant versus Apache Maven. Both are from Apache company here. Both are from Apache company. Ant does not have formal conventional. You have to tell Ant exactly where to find the sources, where to put the output. Everything you have to tell. Like batch file in Ant also, it will do everything what you tell. Next, Ant is procedural. You have to tell Ant exactly what to tell. Tell it to compile, copy, compress, everything you have to tell. Come on. Ant does not have life cycle because procedural means no life cycle. It will do what you tell. If otherwise it won't do. Come on. Like LKG student here, no self-intelligence, nothing. Everything they will do. Okay, if you tell, otherwise they don't do. It's something like this here. Mm, Office is there. Office is there. No problem. No problem. I'm reading everything. Office is there. Office is there. Boss has given task to employee one. Boss said, go and see what's happening. He just gone there, observed there is some film shooting happen. He came and reported. So a film city is happening. And boss asked, who is hero, who is heroine, who is director? This fellow said, I don't know, because you asked what is happening to see. I have seen there. I have not shown any interest. Who is hero, who is heroine, who is director, whether their human beings are there or not there. You asked me to see what is there. I have done. So the ant is like this. Ant is like this. If you don't tell, it won't do anything. But you ask, same boss asked of employee to. Same boss could ask employee to. Okay, so to do the same work. But this employee gone there, got thorough information about entire process. Okay, and he talked to what producer of that movie and got one two project also for the software company. Okay, he is like me when he is like what me when are you understanding my point? He is like me when self-intelligence is there. You need not to tell what to do. You need not to tell what to do. If you just give hint, he will take care of everything. And that is possible because Maven is having conventions. Okay. Okay. Maven is having convention. Maven is what? Declarative. Maven is what? Self-intelligent. Maven is having life cycle. Are you understanding my point there? Sir, what is our benefit in that? Our benefit is there here. In Maven, if you give one instruction, relevant to 10 operation, it will take care. In AND, all 10 instruction we have to do. That too by remembering their order, by remembering their syntaxes. But in Maven, just to remember one instruction, relevant to 9 instruction to complete the 10th operation will be taken care by Maven. So life is going to be very easy while working with Maven. Everyone convinced with me? Yes, all the points talks about same thing here. Maven uses convention. It knows where is your source code is automatically as long as you follow conventions. Convention. You need not to tell Maven where it is. Maven is declarative. All you have to do is create pom.xml, project object model XML. All these less instruction, 1 2 instructions you have to give in pom.xml. For this only I said you need XML knowledge. And put your source in the default directory. Maven will take care of the rest. Okay, Maven says if we keep sources here, okay, you need not to tell to compile, you need not to tell run, you need not to tell create packages. Okay, I will collect from them, I will happily compile, I will happily keep the jars, everything I will take care. But you have to follow some instructions of mine. You have to do things as I am expecting. Come on. Maven as life cycle. You simply say MVN install one command here and a series of sequence steps will be executed. For example, Maven install is there to keep up Maven project in some place. Okay, creating directory structure. Okay, checking directory structure. Next one, compiling Java sources, downloading jar, adding them to class path. Okay, running the unit testing code, packing entire code into jar file. Okay, keeping the jar file in the requested place will be taken care. Sir, you are saying only install, na? It won't concentrate on only install activity. Okay, it will concentrate on what remaining previous activities also. That is the power of Maven life cycle. That is the power of Maven life cycle. Are you convinced with me or not? Come on. Okay, listen here. Maven life cycle is having 25 activities here. Actually, Maven install is 17th number. Okay, but it won't do only 17th operation when you say Maven install. It will complete remaining 16 operation, then it comes to 17 operation. But are you mentioning what to do in 16 operation? No, it will automatically do. I think you are getting my point. Don't worry about the numbers. I'm just giving as idea. Maven has intelligence about common projects task. Whatever common things are required in multiple projects, it will do on its own by using its common sense. It will do its on its own by using its common sense, right? To run tests, to simply execute as long as files are there in default location. So Maven is far better than Ant. Ant is 5% compared to Maven. Are you understanding my point there? See, key features of Maven. Key features of Maven. Uh, Maven tries to avoid much configuration as possible by choosing real-world default values, applying project templates, archetypes. Okay, I must introduce archetypes terminology here. Archetypes. Archetypes. Okay. Project templates. What here? Project templates. Yes, yes, yes. Don't think about lockdown. Anyhow, lockdown will continue. Concentrate. I think you people are parallelly watching TVs, huh? Worst fellows. Come on, concentrate. Concentrate. Anyhow, you can see in the YouTube later. Anyhow, everywhere it is expected only, na. Everywhere it is expected. Okay, na. What is the new thing that is there till May 3rd? Lockdown extended. Fine. Everywhere it is expected. Focus. Focus. Fine. Project templates here. Project templates. So there are two popular archetypes here. Maven hyphen, archetype hyphen, archetype hyphen. Please listen. This is very complex. Terminologies are new. Archetype hyphen quick start for standalone project. For standalone project. Let me explain here. If I create Maven projects by using this archetype, whatever directory structures that are required to place the source code, whatever directory structure that is required to generate the output, whatever directory structure that is required to place the jar files, whatever directory structure is required to perform unit testing code, you need not to create manually. Okay, automatically Maven only will give those directories. We'll just to go there, we'll keep the sources in sources folder, unit testing code in unit testing folder. So Maven automatically picks them and uses them as part of compilation and execution. So that means you need not to create project directory structures manually. Okay, na Maven is giving some project directory structure. In that one, archetypes are called project directory structure. There is an archetype called quick start, which will be used for standalone projects. Similarly, there is another archetype called Maven archetype web app for web applications. Web application. Everyone should focus. New terminologies will come. You have to settle down first. Listen. While working with Maven, we don't create regular projects, regular Eclipse project, regular Java, core Java projects, we don't create. Regular dynamic web projects in Eclipse also we don't create. Okay, we use Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Okay, to create standalone project. So Maven only will give directory structure for sources, directory structure for keeping jars, directory structure for keeping unit testing code, directory structure to hold the output. So that what happened for me, when it becomes easy to collect the sources, to collect the unit testing code, to collect the jar whenever it needs. So that's why we have two archetypes here. One archetype gives directory structure for standalone project. One archetype gives what? Directory structure for web application. These two are popular. These two are popular archetypes. Now onwards, archetype means, okay, archetype means project models, directory structure models. Which models here? Project directory structure models. Archetypes are project directory structure models. Project directory structure model. It's something like this here. Anyone worked with PPT here? PowerPoint presentation? Everyone worked with PPT, PowerPoint presentation. Templates are there, na? Templates are there. So that basic structure will come, we have to add extra things only, right? Similarly, these are what? Templates to create the projects. Quick start for standalone project, web app for web application. Anyone studied MS Word? Letter templates are there, na? Letter templates are there or not there? Leave letter, basic common structure it will give, and extra content only we have to add, right? Permission letter is there, common content will come, only extra content we have to add. Resume templates, come on. Similarly, here also some archetypes are there, acting as project templates. I hope you got a clarity now. Archetype means they are the environment to create different directory structures. You need not to create project directory structures manually. If you use them, they will be generated dynamically. How? Practicals we will see, don't worry. Can download jar files dynamically from internet if they are not there in our computer. Can maintain multiple repositories having jar files, plugins and etc. It has got multiple repository. Repository means small database here. Why, sir? Why multiple repo? First search in first repository for jar, not there. Go to second repository, not there. Can go to third repository. Like this hierarchy also there. Next, provide standard project directory structure using archetype. Using archetype gives MAVEN inheritance to share the jar files and plugins among the multiple projects. This is very interesting here. MAVEN inheritance is very interesting. Everyone focus. I created one project. I added MAVEN project only. I added Spring jar files, Hibernate jar files. Otherwise, another jar files also. After 2 days, I want to create another project having same jars. There is no need of again doing jar files downloading from manually. You make first project as parent project, second project as child project. All the jars that are added to parent project will be downloaded to child project automatically. This is called MAVEN inheritance. Come on. Your father is doing hard work here. He earned a lot of money, lot of proud, okay, lot of pride by taking birth from his stomach, you are going to inherit them automatically or not there, so that you need not to start earning from the scratch level. You can enjoy what father is given. On the top of it, you can also add some more thing. Yes or no, na? So that is called inheritance. Here also, I already created one project having lot of jars, lot of plugins, lot of MAVEN related stuff. Same things are one two extra things I required in another project. In another project, you need not to do from scratch level. You make for another project, make old project as parent project. In another project, automatically previous project settings will be downloaded. On the top of it, you can add new things. On the top of it, you can add new things. Are you understanding my point? Allows to develop multi-module projects. I will talk about that. Array. I will talk about that. In projects, multi-modules will be there. It simplifies multi-module project development. Can generate var, jar, EAR, and etc. packagings based on components and applications. Come on. So different projects you should release in different manner here. Standalone project as a jar file, web application as var file, enterprise application as EAR file. It can generate those packing mechanism. You need not to worry. Can run unit tests, can generate unit test reports. Unit testing is the test that should be done by programmer. You need not to run unit testing separately. As part of MAVEN activities, unit test code also execute and generates a test report also. Can generate project documentation about the entire project. It can generate documentation. Can clean and install the project in local servers and remote servers. If needed, they can start the server, they can deploy into the servers. The people who know Servlet JSP, development of web application is not enough. Along with that, it should be deployed in various servers. Agree with me or not there? Along with that, it should be deployed in different servers. Agree with me or not there? Yes, starting those servers, deploying those servers also will be taken care by MAVEN. Now tell me here. Maybe you didn't understand all of them technically, but you understood what is what. By seeing all these things, now just tell me, it is just automating repetitive operations of keeping project ready or doing more than that? Doing more than that. See, boss, keeping project ready for keeping project ready for execution is called build process. But it is running test cases, giving test report, it is generating project documentation, it is able to start the servers, it is able to inherit one jars to another jar file, it is keeping directory structures, it is giving reports, it is doing more than that. Tell me, it is just a build tool, a project management tool. It is just a build tool, a project management tool. Yes, I think you got it clarity. If someone says MAVEN is build tool, just laugh at them and says, "Arey, you don't have maturity, ra babu. It is more than build tool." So that's why industry calls MAVEN as a project management tool. MAVEN as what? Project management tool. I hope you got convinced. I hope you are going good. Everyone settled so far. With this, need of MAVEN, introduction to MAVEN is completed. Now, let's keep MAVEN ready in our computer. Let's activate MAVEN ready in our computer. Let's activate MAVEN ready in our computer. See, first I have to teach. We are going to learn MAVEN in two ways, boss. MAVEN can be used as CLI. As CLI. What is that? Command line interface. We can control Ra Babu. One question has come. Saket Bala. MAVEN goes everything in automation where developer control run it. Array, automation is done, but we can give our instruction as part of that automation also. For that one only pom.xml is given. It will download the jar file from internet. Which jar file you have to tell. It will download plugins from internet, additional operations code. Which plugin you have to tell. It will inherit, it inherit MAVEN things from other project. Which project you have to tell. That means definitely control is there. Definitely control is there. What is common repetitive, that only it will do on its own. There also you want to get controller through pom.xml, you can control those things. Are you understanding my point there? Definitely controller is there. Array, tester is there for other works, na integration testing, performance testing. Okay, those navigational testing, come on. Eclipse is not build tool. Eclipse is not project management tool. Eclipse is ID ra worst fellow. Eclipse is ID ra babu. Come on. Eclipse is not build tool or what project management tool. Eclipse is just IDE. IDE is different, build tool is different, right? Okay. And listen, these IDs also internally use one or other what build tool. These IDs also internally use one or other build tool. That's the reason there also with one click we are able to run. With one click we are able to debug because IDs internally uses one or other build tool. Come on. IDE is internally use build tool. That's the reason we are giving the feeling IDE is also build tool. But IDE is more than build tool. IDE is more than project management tool because IDE is just to use lot of tools and it also use one or other build tool. Come on. Array, Gradle and Maven differences. How can I talk now, Ra? Do you know a depth of Gradle? No. You know depth of Maven? No. Gradle and Maven I will compare in Gradle class. Okay, because technical differences are there. Use some common sense. Mustafa, what's the use of completing engineering? Without knowing Maven, without knowing Gradle, how can we compare? That too, there are technical differences. Both are same level tools. So in the Gradle class, I will compare differences. Okay, na? Right. Okay, B. As a CLI, command line interface from IDE. From IDE like Eclipse. From IDE, I like Eclipse. Fine, boss. After that, let me keep Maven ready in my system. Let me keep Maven ready in my system, boss. Okay. So this is the website where Maven software is available. Maven.apache.org download.cazi. So there we got this table. This one, second one is there. Zip file. Second one is there. That one you have to download. Don't worry, everything is given in material nicely, boss. Okay. To keep Maven ready in our system. Maven ready in our system. Array, GUI for Maven is nothing but worst fellow IDE. Working with IDE is nothing but GUI. Fine. GUI for Maven is nothing but working with IDE to keep Maven ready in our system. In our system. Download zip file and extract it. Fine. Go to, already zip is there here. Let me extract it. Extract to files. Maven 3.6. Maven 3.6, where in the E drive I want to create. Maven 3. That's the latest version here. Maven 3.6. Now, these are my examples. Yes, this is Maven 3.6. Yes, these are the folders here. And most important command from command prompt is MVN. This MVN is there in bin directory. This MVN is there in bin directory. But I should be in a position to use this MVN dot command file. I should be in a position to use this MVN. I should be in a position to use this MVN command from any folder of the computer. Tell me, what should I do? I should be in a position to use this MVN tool from any folder of the computer. Tell me, what should I do? Tell me, what should I do? Set bin directory to path environment variable. Yes or no? Na? Set bin directory to path environment variable. So first work is create the following environment variables. A, add add maven home/bin to path environment variable. B, add add Java installation folder to Java installation folder to Java home environment variable. Java underscore home environment variable. Why, sir? Why second one, sir? This is to use MVN command everywhere. That's fine. But why this is to tell to that MVN command, you have to use so and so version of Java. You have to use so and so version of Java. Current version is compatible with JDK 1.7 plus. JDK 1.7 plus, but running version in the industry is 1.8. That's why I'm going to add 1.8. No, sir, I will use 9, 10, 12, 13. No problem. Even though you use them, no problem. Okay. But 1.7 is the minimum version that is required. But when the resume is by mistake, also don't say I developed a project by using Java 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. All servers, all frameworks that are there in the market still compatible with what? JDK 1.8. They may run in other high-end version, but they are just developed based on Java 8 features only. So current servers, current framework, current tools. Okay, maximum supporting what? Java 8 features. Not more than that. Not more than that. Are you getting my point there? So that's why better to mention in the resume. I developed my projects based on Java 8 setup. Sir, it's running with Java 13 4 runs here, but in your code you cannot use 13, 14, 9, 10 features. You have to still use, okay, Java 8 features only because they are designed supporting up to Java 8. Everyone got it? Java 8 means Java 1.8. See this, see the document, you will get idea. First Java underscore home, first Java underscore home I have kept for JDK installation folder. Did you realize this? Java underscore home. My computer environment variable is there, na that one. Second one, in the path environment variable, MAVEN bin directory is added. Did you see this? MAVEN bin directory is added. Did you see this? Come on. So now let me do both the operation in front of you people. Let me do both the operation in front of you people. Super. So here first C drive, program files, Java, JDK. It is not bin directory. In Java underscore home, only installation folder of Java. Right click, properties, advanced system settings, environment variables, remove them. I don't want to bother about. Work with the system variable, that is good. I'm going to create, okay, Java underscore home already there, but in front of you, I'm pasting one more time. Java underscore home, this is. Everyone clear on this point? Yes. Next, next, go to MAVEN installation folder. Copy this, copy this. Here is path environment variable. Create a new, say paste. Already Java bin directory is there. Okay. Already what? Java bin directory is there. Here one more bin directory is there. Here what? One more bin directory is there. Super. Fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. Right. Only these two things we have to do here. Only these two things we have to do. Are you getting my point there or not there? One is Java bin directory, other one is what? Maven bin directory. One is Java bin directory, other one is Maven bin directory. Is that clear? Super. Sir, how to confirm whether Maven is active in my computer or not? Go to any command prompt. Go to any command prompt. Go to any command prompt. just type MVN hyphen version. MVN hyphen version. You should get MAVEN related messages. You should get MAVEN related messages. See, MAVEN home has come, comma not comma. MAVEN home. Java version has come, vendor has come. That means MAVEN is successfully configured in our system. That means MAVEN is successfully configured in our system. Everyone convinced with me or not? MVN hyphen version. So if these messages are coming, that I can say MAVEN is successfully configured in our system. So with this we got idea. Let us summarize what we discussed. Keeping our project ready for execution, ready for release is called building the project. In that one, lot of complicated and repetitive operations will be there. Doing them manually by remembering their sequence order is very complex. So we need automation. Initially batch file, some problems are there. Ant tool, few problems are reduced compared to batch file, but maximum problems are as it is. That's why we got one tool called MAVEN tool. What's the beauty of MAVEN? MAVEN is self-intelligent. If you tell to do X, all operation before X, it will take care. It is not just a build tool, it is project management tool because it has got the ability of what? Generating project directory structures, okay, downloading jars, okay, running unit testing code, generating report, generating project documentation, so many starting servers, so many things it can do on its own. That's why it is called what? Project management tool. But how to control these operations, though it is automating everything? Through pom.xml, we can give instructions related to this operation. Definitely programmer control will be there, but it never irritates the programmer asking to do all common activities. Definitely it gives control to programmer, but it avoids boilerplate operation. It avoids common activities. It will ask you what is required specifically, that only you have to tell. Remaining common aspects, it will take care. Everyone got the clarity now? Then we kept MAVEN setup ready, boss. MAVEN setup ready. So tomorrow onwards, we are going to work with this MAVEN, boss. Okay. So a lot of practicals will be there. Tomorrow itself, practicals will start. So today I just introduced what is what. Tomorrow session is very important. If you miss tomorrow session, better not to come for day after tomorrow and next 2 sessions also. Okay, please don't come. You cannot follow because a lot of terminologies I am going to give. Listen one more thing. While conducting offline classes, okay, this part is already completed. That's why some people have relaxed. That too Modi meeting is also there. Some people have what? Relaxed. Come on. Okay. Some people have relaxed. Okay. But tell to them tomorrow onward they need to attend. Otherwise, next 2 classes will be horrible for them. It's going to be awesome session here. Okay. You can confidently keep me even in your resume. Okay. These are the things that are different from others. Others will learn Spring, others will learn Hibernate without using MAVEN, Gradle, Git, SVN kind of tools. But, but we are going to learn, okay, by involving these tools. So that is the beauty of our learning process. Okay. So in the interview, in the survival of the job, they are going to suffer a lot. But for our people, it's a part of our regular learning process. So to make it part of regular learning process, first you have to attend classes regularly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm winding up the session. Material will be shared on the last day. On the last day. I think everyone got the basic clarity about MAVEN. Why should we use MAVEN? When you get the practicals, you will get more clarity. We will get the more clarity. What is what you understood now? Why batch? Thank you. Thank you for liking my session. Git PDF is already shared. Git PDF. Git PDF is already shared. This also will be shared on the last day of workshop. Friday, I will share it. Thank you. Thank you. The people who already attended offline session before lockdown, tell them tomorrow onward their presence is required. Today they might have relaxed, but tomorrow onward their presence is required. If they miss today's class also, they can come from tomorrow. But if they miss tomorrow, better not to attend next two classes. Okay, na? Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for liking my work. Yes, yes, I'm planning Jira, Jenkins, and other tools also. Other tools also. Slowly, one by one, tools will come. Okay, na? Right. Thank you. Thank you. If you believe me, if you hand over your brain to me, I will inject the subject. Okay? But if you try to show your talent, you will get the scoldings. Be mentally prepared. Thank you. Have a nice time. Yes, yes. I have another session to start. I'm winding up the session. Thank you.